Welcome to the Success Sensei Podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 134. And it's the Friday Blitz.
The Success Sensei Friday Blitz coming at ya.
How do you wish to be perceived? So I've already done a few podcasts on not worrying too much about what others think of you because it can hold you back from succeeding. But we're going to have to play along with this one because there's a reason for it. There's a purpose to it. How do you wish to be perceived? Yes, we're talking about being perceived by others, but it's working backwards and actually doing something in everyday life based on an end result or an end goal. Now, when we say how do you wish to be perceived, we're generally not talking about necessarily appearance, unless that's the industry you're in. We're talking about, as a person, or your strength of character, or any of many things. How would you like to be perceived? So even though, as I said, I don't want you to think it's hypocritical. I've done loads of podcasts based on not letting your perception of what others or how others perceive you, or what you perceive others are perceiving of you, to hold you back from your goals and your path in life. We've done loads of those podcasts. This isn't that, and it's not going against it. It's how do you wish to be perceived, so that you can work back. If you're struggling with that, how do you wish to perceive yourself in the future if you are perceiving yourself as the most successful version of yourself? Maybe that was a better explanation. Did I sell you on that one a little bit better? Right. So how do you wish to be perceived? By yourself, by your future self. So how would you like to be perceived? Would you like to be perceived as being strong character, trustworthy, honest, rich, generally successful, happy? What way would you like? What do you envision as the ultimate future success for yourself? So picture it and then work back and figure out what you need to do every day to achieve that in the future. So we're deconstructing. We're going backwards from the end result in mind, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. But it's a very powerful exercise. It's the same as we have mentioned in the past. What way would you like people to talk about you when if they are we're attending your funeral? What would you like them to be saying about you? So this is less morbid. This is how do you wish to be perceived by your future self when you're perceiving the most successful version of yourself? What way do you envision yourself? What's the maximum potential? What do you see? What do you hear yourself saying? What do you look like, even though appearance shouldn't necessarily be the major one? Character, your mental processes, your communication skills, your relationship with others. Yes, the trappings of success. Yes, financial success and material possessions. What is it that what way would you wish to be perceived? And again, work back. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? How are you going to know you're on the right path? So figure out the destination first and then work on the journey. It's easier to set out your goals. It's easier to do things on a daily basis if you have a vision. If you don't have a vision, it's really, really hard. It's hard to know if you're winning. It's hard to know if you're winning, if you're losing, if you're on the right path, if you're just wasting energy. It zaps your confidence. It zaps your motivation. So start with the end result in mind. Quick exercise only takes 2 minutes, and it should be a little bit enjoyable because it's exciting imagining yourself, a very successful version of yourself in the future. Thank you for listening. I'm Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.